Welcome to my channel. My hair look a little crazy. But anyways, what is new with me today, you may ask? Even though you didn't ask, I'm gonna act like you asked. Okay, so this is the start of me tracking my going back to college journey. So let me just give a quick little story time. So I graduated high school when I was 19 years old. I am now 27. Yeah, big 27. I graduated when I was 19 years old, and I received a scholarship from my high school, Mundy's Mill High School. I received a scholarship from them for $1,200 to go to college. Now, when I was a kid, I didn't like where I lived because I wasn't raised by my parents, and I was always told that they couldn't wait till I turned 18 so I can get the F phone out their house. So I didn't have nowhere to go because I didn't have no parents that was reliable. So I felt like college was the only place for me to go because I really love learning, and there's so much to do in the schools. So I applied to Albany State University. I got accepted. When I got the scholarship at my graduation, one of my parents took the money and basically just used it for their own leisure, and left me with probably $300-$400 left out of the $1,200, and I could not afford to even really do much with that money. Anyways, I ended up going to school, but I didn't have no money when I got to school, and I didn't have no support when I got to school. So I ended up leaving, and in leaving without the proper goodbye, I ended up owing my old college, Albany State University, $7,000. So for the past 7 years, I've been trying to go to school, and I realized I couldn't go to school without financial aid because I can't afford those tuitions. And I ended up trying to go through scripting and work regular jobs, and it didn't work. And I realized it was because I did not have a game plan, and I was not being strategic, and I was not being consistent, and I did not have good money management. And now that those 7 years are past, and I have come into the knowledge of what my problems are and how to face my issues head on and be able to get the best results based off my efforts, I want to go back to school again. Okay, so your girl went and got accepted into Life University. So yeah, let's look at my acceptance letter. What does it say? Period. It says, "Dear Shanteria, congratulations. We are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted to Life University's College of Graduate and Undergraduate Studies in the Psychology Undergraduate Bachelor's Degree Program for the fall quarter of 2024. Now, at first, when I first went to Albany State, I went to school for nursing. I wanted to be an OBGYN. I wanted to deliver babies. But after I ended up leaving college, having a psychosis, spending my 21st birthday in a mental health hospital, and then coming out of the hospital and then ending up in jail 6 months later was a wild ride for me. And it was a wild couple of years for me being in and out of those states and institutions and not really knowing how to help myself to avoid these outcomes. And in the midst of having to learn myself, find myself, and help myself, I realized that I have a purpose and a passion here, a purpose-driven passion. And I realized that I want to go to school for psychology because I want to be a mental health advocate, because I want to teach people about what happens to the brain when you have a psychosis, from a lived experience and from a school experience. Because so many people try to make it seem like school is not important, but it is. As somebody who was taught at an early age that you're responsible for your own education, I could never allow myself to go through a world where everybody else is telling me what's wrong with me and I can't figure out what's wrong with me on my own, because I was taught I was responsible for my own education. So respectfully, because I deal with mental health issues, and so many people have tried to use my mental health against me as a means to discredit and basically cause harm to me, thinking that most people won't believe me because I'm deemed crazy. Mental health does not mean crazy, people. And I want people to understand that through my own lived experiences and through how I present myself to the world, because I do fall under the category of bipolar disorder and PTSD. And I don't want to feel ashamed of who I am because the world cannot accept what I deal with. So respectfully, we just gonna put some respect on mental health, because it's something that everybody has to do. It's something that everybody have to cater to for themselves. It's just a lot of us are not taught how to cater to our mental needs. So we end up in situations where we have to go to these facilities where they cater to our needs, and then sometimes it's not even the needs that we feel is necessary, and we get locked down in padded rooms and shot up and put to sleep and wake up in your handcuffs to a bed. And all right, let it go. Anyways, I digress. I went down memory lane, had a flashback. But yeah, so in me having to go to school, I have to find a way to pay for school, and I have decided to do scholarship essays. And I am currently writing one right now that's due on the March the 15th for mentally disabled or disabled people in general. And the scholarship question is basically about, if I wanted to meet a famous person with a disability, who would it be? So, you know, me being me, I went and looked up celebrities with my diagnosis, which is bipolar disorder. And I saw some of my childhood stars, childhood actresses, childhood favorites on there. And I chose Demi Lovato. So I'm currently writing this essay, and I'm a little nervous because it's only one essay and only one person can win. But I feel like at the end of the day, you gotta take that risk, you gotta take that chance. So even if I don't win, at least I know I'm putting in the effort to pay for school. And with me putting out effort, I know God will put in effort. So I may not have all the solutions to my problems today, but I do have a strategy, and I am moving in that strategy. And I know in due time that all my resolutions and solutions and miracles will come to me, because that's what I'm looking for, a miracle. Because Life University tuition is not cheap. But you know what? The world is ending, and I said, whatever, bro. If I collect some debt, let's just hope I become a millionaire so I can pay it off. Because the type of job I'm in right now, I can't pay that off. So YouTube, hopefully y'all make me some money too. But I'm really just doing this for the sake of me just wanting to track my progress. And right now is the start of my new beginning, so I got to track every part of it. But yeah. What else is new? My birthday is coming up. I'm one of them people that be like, my birthday coming up. My birthday coming up. My birthday coming up. Girl, my birthday coming up. And then after my birthday, I'm going to Vegas. So I got to plan that out. So your girl is over here like, what am I going to do? So y'all pray for me like I pray for you. And we're going to keep it cool, because I ain't going to stress myself out, because I don't need that in my life. Nope. I'm excited. I am not going to become anxious. I am not going to become fearful, and I am not going to come from a scattered and scarcity mindset. Okay? So, what all do I have coming up? I have essays. I have school starting in October. My birthday coming up at the end of the month. I got a trip in April. And yeah, I don't know what's gonna come in between that, Lord help it, but it just feel like all these doors are opening for me, and I'm just so excited, especially because I can actually get financial aid. I forgot to mention that part for school, but I can get financial aid. I don't know how much, but I just gotta pay Albany back there $1,000. At first it was $7,000. But I called the school last week, and I talked to financial aid office, and I explained to them what happened. And he asked me, why did I leave Albany State? And I told him it was because my parents had took my scholarship money and used it for bills in the house. And because I told him that, he said he's going to verify with my school that they gave me a scholarship. And if I get verified from the school that I was given a scholarship at my graduation, then I may not have to pay. I don't know. I just know he took it down from $7,000 to $1,000, and then he said, "Don't even give him the $1,000 right now." He said, "Just wait." And he said, "I'm going to verify some things with your school first, and I will call you to let you know what we're going to do about the $1,000 balance." So, even though I don't have all the answers at the moment for what life is bringing me, I feel like everything that I've been through have prepared me for this moment to really use my intuition, my discernment, and my confidence and audacity to authentically just be myself and shoot my shot at everything that I want. And I feel like it's gonna come to me. I can feel it. Like, I can feel things, and they sometimes be right, sometimes be wrong, but it's all about trusting yourself. And I trust myself, and I trust my process, and I trust God, and I trust the divine. So I just am very excited about my future, and to hold myself accountable, I'm making this video so that I could be able to come back and be like, girl, you got on YouTube and told them people that this is what you was doing and you ain't did it. And yes, I'm one of those. Sometimes the best way to hold myself accountable is to tell somebody else. And because I don't have much people in my life right now, because I'm going through transitions with friendships and life and environments and things, I feel as though making this video and posting it and being able to come back to it and look at it is good enough for me to hold myself accountable. Hey YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. It is 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm tired, but I'm excited because I go to school today. So really I wasn't gonna record at first, but then I was like, oh, this would be so nice to just record and just have it on file footage or whatever. So right now I'm trying to debate if I want to take the bus or take a Lyft to school, because I really don't want to pay them Lyft prices, but I feel like I'm gonna have to because I had to sit down and talk to you guys. But it's cool because God make ways. But that's my niece in the background coughing. She's up like Chuck and stuck and don't give up. So I said, come on up here with your TT. But I'm just so excited. Like, I'm really excited. I can't think of nothing else to say, but I'm so excited. I think I get a free hoodie today from my school too. If I get some type of paraphernalia, that'll be even more lit. But anyways, I just want to say, hey, before I start running around like a chick with my hair cut off, I gotta get ready. So I'm gonna come back and show y'all the fit. All right, so I'm back and I'm dressed, and we got the okay, let me show y'all my fit. Can y'all see? But yeah, so I'm gonna order my Lyft ride, and I'm about to get me some footage of the campus and the people and what's going on, and then I'm gonna holler at y'all later when I get to my hotel room. Okay, bye. Okay, y'all, I'm finally in my hotel room. I had to go through some things to get this room. I don't know what the hell happened with this reservation, but at the end of the day, I'm in this room. I'm gonna take a nap. Okay. But y'all, I just want to say I had so much fun today. Like, honestly and truly, I had a ball. I really feel confident about my new journey that I'm embarking on with learning. One thing I realized today is that I'm never gonna not want to go to school because I enjoy knowledge. I enjoy learning. That is my archetype as an individual. I may like to twerk. I may be a little loud. I may even be a little aggressive. And, you know, rambunctious, all these things that people may love or hate about me. But one thing I know about me at my core is that Shanteria love knowledge. And the fact that I was able to just be on the school campus today, y'all don't even understand. I literally felt like I was in heaven. If I had to choose what my heaven would be like, baby, it would be books. But books mostly. And lots of fruit. Anyways, I play too fucking much. But no, I had a ball today. I'm going to school for psychology, and I decided to actually add on a minor, which will be for health psychology. Like, I really want to move in my purpose. I know my purpose, and my purpose is to talk about mental health and to talk about my experiences with mental health and to teach people about the ins and outs of mental health and not be so judgmental and show each other more compassion, because my journey with mental health was not easy. It's been very rough. It's been a little startling. It's been a lot of ups and downs, tops and turns, and respectfully, a lot of bridges motherfucking burned. And I just realized that if everybody think I'm crazy because of something unfortunate that I went through, then okay, allow them to think that. But me knowing who I am at my core, Shanteria, I'm not crazy. And I'm not going to school to prove nothing to nobody, but I do know that me going back to school will shut a lot of motherfuckers up, respectfully. But I don't care about how nobody feel no more. I'm more so doing what I feel is best for me. And I already told God, I'm not giving up school. I don't care. I don't care if the world is coming to the end. I don't care if the orange man is in office and he fucking everything up. I don't care, because I was taught as a kid, if you do not like the way the world is, do something about it. Be the change that you want to see. And me going back to school for psychology to teach people about mental health is exactly where I'm supposed to be. So yeah, but I gotta go. You guys can like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and just tell me what you going to school for, if you're already in school, or what you would like to go to school for, or just give me some encouraging words on going to school. Okay, bye.